welcome to another episode of the Nerd a Day podcast. That is correct. It is your Nerd a Day, Carlos Rodriguez. Welcome. It's been a little bit for audio listeners. If you are a YouTube subscriber or you just found me on YouTube, I've posted recently, and we're going to kind of touch upon that in this episode of the Nerd a Day podcast. But welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. Have some new subscribers, so thank you to that. Thank you to everyone helping me out, trying to get me to that 100. We got 6-1 Indie guys helping me out. We got PlayStation Stores helping me out. Joe Medforce helping me out. Yeah, we got all the homies helping me out. Matt Rivera, the shared screen guys and gals over there. So yeah, it's nice. So we're very close. So don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe specifically, so I get that awesome username on YouTube. But hey, yeah, everything's good. So this is kind of a little small update. See how we're going with our gaming experiences, and I'll touch upon some of my stuff. I just did recently a vlog, which you can find on the YouTube page. So if you're an audio listener, just go right over to youtube.com, search Nerd a Day podcast, and then you'll see I did a vlog about me receiving my my PS5. That is correct. I am fully integrated into the next generation of gaming, or I would say current generation at this point. Yeah, I got a PS5. Thank you to an awesome supporter of Nerd a Day. Thank you for believing in me and Susan, and thank you for hooking me up with the PlayStation 5. Not only is she my actual best friend, but she's also just an amazing person and just supports like her friends and their businesses, and that was her way to support me and what I'm creating here with Nerd a Day. So thank you very much again. Love you, my birthday twin. But you can find more about that on my vlog. It was pretty fun editing. I gotta figure out how to do the sideways stuff. But anyway, so yeah, I have a PS5 now. You can see my PS5 unboxing because I was able to unbox one day one from a other supporter of the channel, Dio. He received one I think like a month or two after, and it gave me the opportunity to unbox it. So you can catch that. That'll be linked on the below, as well as the vlog about receiving my PS5. A little travel thing. It was really fun to film. But yeah, getting back to it. So I'm fully integrated in PlayStation 5 ecosystem now. I plan on doing maybe like another episode about like pros and cons with both consoles and stuff. I'm sure you've heard in some places, maybe not. I got the idea from a cousin of mine. I have no clue what music's playing. It's pretty hype though. Uh, but yeah, I had a suggestion from my cousin slash someone who's like a big brother to me, about like doing an episode about like pros and cons between the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X or Series consoles. So that'll be something down in the pipeline. You'll see eventually, I think. But yeah, so we are now, we're in the PlayStation 5 era, and I just received my my first platinum, which is a big thing. It's a big thing within the community of PlayStation. I don't know why platinum seem more fun to me than, I'd say, trophy hunting. Not trophy. No, that's stupid. That's PlayStation. Achievements in general. Like, there's a couple games that have like a full achievement set, but it's like there's some that I feel like on PlayStation, which is weirdly enough because the history of trophies and achievements. Like, achievements came first into the 360 and PS3 era, and then it was like PlayStation, like a year or two later, was like, yeah, we'll add something, we'll call it trophies, and blah, 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 whatever. And they had to patch in like support for trophies on older games like Metal Gear Solid 4 and Uncharted. Like, the original Uncharted did not have a trophy list, if I'm correct. Had to be patched in. So like when I picked it up, when I eventually got my PS3, I had like a patch that I had to download, and it had trophies, and so that's my first experience with those. But now with this, I got my first platinum on PS5, which was, I think, the first platinum anyone gets, which is Astro's Playroom. And that kind of will go to me transitioning to, we have some B-roll here. Is the trailer, the gameplay trailer that was released last year when the game was released because it's a packing game that comes with your PlayStation 5 to kind of teach you the stuff that the PlayStation 5 does, right? Like the DualSense controller, the amazing haptic feedback, the the touch bar is different, the lighting is different, the vibrational stuff, obviously, as I mentioned, haptic feedback, but everything about the controller is different this time, like the adaptive triggers. So that was like, it's almost like, hey, this is what the system can do. But it's been touched upon by a lot of PlayStation podcasts, Trophy Room and PlayStation Source and Beyond and PS I Love You all mention one thing. It is such I think it's my biggest point with Astro is it is such a damn love letter to PlayStation as a brand, as an entity. you know I mean, PlayStation's been around since what, 95, 96, after Nintendo screwed them over. We almost had a Nintendo PlayStation, funny enough. But there's a whole history thing you can look up on your own. I'm sure there's YouTube pages and YouTube videos and audio podcasts and Wikipedia pages. I've gone down the rabbit hole. You should too. It's a really fun read. But yeah, their mess up created Sony Interactive, entertainment, like computer entertainment, and created the PlayStation console. I have a pretty rich history of PlayStation. I've owned every PlayStation console now. Now I have a PS5. I got my PlayStation 1 before the redesign. My mom got it for me for Christmas one year. I got, Tekken 3 and Final Fantasy 7. And man, did you lose. I literally completed all of Tekken 3 that night. I don't know if this is just a Puerto Rican thing or if it's our family thing. But we used to open presents at midnight, so technically it's Christmas morning. And whoever drank would drink, and we had a coquito, and I wouldn't, because I was like 6, 7, 8, whatever, however old I was. 10, had to be close to 10. We have both my moms would have coquito. They would be playing poker and all this other stuff. Everyone would be chilling. I'd be like screaming out of the top of my lungs. But yeah, so I got that, beat that the whole night and stuff. I have a pretty rich history with PlayStation. I got PS2, loved it, played the crap out of that. I got PS3. I'm a big fan of PS3, man. I've picked it up and was hugely involved in that. I really liked the PS3. There was a clear winner in that generation, which was the 360. There was no denying it. I mean, they did so many things better than PlayStation, but PlayStation came back. And then, man, when they came back swinging, because they had the PS4. Probably right now, just like it's because I'm more constant in what I'm doing on the platform and things like that. But it's probably my favorite console I've ever played. It's easier to say because it's modern, I guess, but it's like that and the GameCube are my two favorite consoles. So PS5, you have a lot of room. You got a lot of space to make up, man. But so I get the PS5 now. Thank you again, Susan. And we're almost. I think next week is a year. Next week of filming is a year that the PlayStation 5 has been out, and I gotta tell you, man, I'm in love, man. I really do love this console. I have not, and this is not like a knock toward Xbox, I have not turned on my Xbox. I pre-download it through Game Pass. Like, It Takes Two for me and my wife to play this weekend. I have some third-party games on there and stuff like that, but I picked up the PS5, and I am shout out to the PlayStation Source Discord. You can find that on their page and stuff like that, but I was talking to the fellas there, and I was like, guys, I got my PS5. And I'm like, then I started sharing photos of Resident Evil Village, which I already just beat. Like, I just beat Resident Evil Village on PS4. Well, now I have a PS5, and all those technical hiccups I was having on PS4 are not happening, and I can see full CGI cutscenes. And what else am I doing? I'm playing Miles Morales for the first time since last year, and I mean, that is a special game for me, and I'm kind of trying to go for the platinum on that. And you kind of have to play New Game Plus anyway to get the platinum. So that's how I justified. Like, once I get my PS5, I'll do it. But like, I didn't think it would be so soon, and it's so soon. Like, I just beat Astro. Uh, Sorry, video watchers. I'm just adjusting my chair. Um, I just beat Astros again. I just got the platinum. Fell in love with it. We'll touch upon more of that. But like, this is the power of the PlayStation. I am, literally playing games I beat within a year ago. And I'm obsessed again. Like, I'm obsessed with Miles. Like, of course, it's New Game Plus, so I'm like pretty strong from the beginning, and I'm just blaring through the story and just trying to get like all the costumes and stuff like that. Like, it's not as time consuming, but I don't have the technical hiccups, and the performance mode with ray tracing is absolutely gorgeous. Like, Insomniac are insane for like how they're able to figure that technology out. And then I'm playing Resident Evil again. Like, I literally just started that the other day, and I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, there's a new game plus. I bought whatever Chris's firearm is after you beat the game, and that's fully decked out. So it was like, oh, you can buy the infinite ammo. Pardon me. I was like, oh crap, that's right. I should do that too. And like, oh well, I'm eventually about to get that gun. Let me just blare through it. And I did not realize I opened the inventory today because I was like, fuck, my first Lycan, and like all my stuff there, like grenade launcher, everything. I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna blare through this game again. I'm also playing on casual, so like I'm literally just trying to play the story again for fun, and it's been fun so far. And I also, picked up Final Fantasy VII Remake. We play Integrate, so I'm having so much fun with the PS5, and I've not been able to touch the Xbox. And I, mind you, recently purchased like Assassin's Creed Valhalla on there, and that game is way too big. That is like way too big and time consuming, especially for someone who now does content creation, needs to study so he can get his IT certificates, so he can have a better day job, and then as well, as a parent of two and a husband, um, like those. There's so many things that come before gaming, and then it's like I have limited time, and like right now I should be asleep, but I'm making content because I'm really happy about everything that's been going on recently with like my developments with having the PlayStation. I feel like that Christmas morning when I got my Tekken 3 and I was beating the crap out of people is gone. If you know, by the way, for Tekken 3. But yeah, this is really cool. And then so I you get this game packed in and it immediately downloads. The first thing it does, Astro's Playroom, and holy crap, what a special game. Like, you see in all the B-roll now, and you see a lot of Easter eggs. You see Kratos, you see there's so many. You see like Kratos, you see like all the stuff and the architecture of the PlayStation 5, and it's just full of whimsy. That doesn't make sense. That's one of those Jeff things that he's gonna crack up. Hey, congratulations, buddy. Sorry I can't be there for the wedding. Timeout on that one. There's real parent stuff happening in my household, and I got stuck, so I can't make it to one of my best friend's wedding. But I'm sure I'll see photos. If anyone wants to FaceTime me and put me on a chair, I'm down with that as well. I'll grab a drink, and I can just I'll be formal. I'll wear formal stuff while on FaceTime. This is only for like 6 people who listen to this that are my friends. Anyway, going back, yeah, you see a lot of stuff. Like, you see RAM chips and all this stuff, and gosh, man, the haptic feedback on this, and shout out again to my cousin Brandon and my / big brother Brandon. Like, he is sitting there, and we were texting. And he was like, "Oh man, I'm so happy you got a PlayStation 5. Like, what do you think of it and all this stuff?" It's like, I really love Astro, man. Like, I've really been obsessed, and like, I knew it was an easy platinum, but like it's a fun platinum, and it's fun just playing this game. He's like, yeah. I was like, I love the haptic feedback. He's like, yeah, it's a shame that not many people are going to play that, or not many people, like not many studios are going to implement the haptic feedback into the design. And I was like, yeah, that's the unfortunate thing when you do something like, oh hey, we have this integration with like this proprietary thing, and you want to do it. And some people are like, yeah, I guess so. We can just make the game, whatever, man. It's not a big deal. And I don't know. I kind of hope with how many people are raving, putting a PS5 controller in their hand and raving about the haptic feedbacks, the adapter triggers, and everything like that. I hope that, there's been rumors that Xbox is planning on doing like a revamp of their series controller that has haptic feedback. I would be totally down with that. And a lot of people be like, oh, they're biting off of them or whatever. Maybe, but hey, listen, if this one company's doing something smart and they can't do it, like it's the same thing with Rumble. I don't know, you guys don't remember that, but like Rumble technology, like Nintendo had, they had the Rumble pack. I remember playing that with Star Fox 64. And shout out to Chris, the pack, Rumble Pack 92. That's an awesome name. But yeah, like that had it, and then PlayStation created the DualShock. Like the original PlayStation controller had no analog sticks, and just no vibrational function. And then out of nowhere comes the DualShock, like a revamp of that, and that's the PlayStation I got. I got the original PlayStation like box, basically the model of the console, but with DualShock controller. And, it was like, oh, you guys can do stuff with this if you want. And then up until the 6-axis controller, the Rumble was a thing in PlayStation, and then there was a weird lawsuit. Sony got a little cocky, and they didn't want to do stuff. You know how that old chestnut goes. But then we got the DualShock 3 and then the DualShock 4, and now we have the DualSense, and I think it's appropriate name for that. And Astro just does a really good job of just like going above and beyond and just showing you what the console can do. And it's awesome. It's really cool. I really hope that a lot of companies implement a lot of stuff with this. And then, as well as I mentioned before, like you're seeing these Easter eggs, like that's the crux for me. Like I came in for like, oh hey, you get to try DualSense stuff out, and a lot of people are saying it's fun, and it's a really fun game. I would definitely take this every year and a half, and I will charge me $20, $25, $30, whatever. I wouldn't go full 70 unless it's like a really meaty game. And yeah, let me just have fun. Astro's so much fun to play with, but like the what are they, artifacts they call them in the game, it is such a beautiful thing because it's like different items within the PlayStation like lineup from years past, and on the PlayStation Labo, I believe, or Lab, it's like split up into 4 sections and like a little center thing. Well, each section is dedicated to what happened in PlayStation history, basically console wise, or like controller wise, or the multi-tap and things like that. And it's just cool to run around as Astro, and like there's little Easter eggs. If you touch them, if you hit them, like you hear the startup sounds and stuff like that. And like everything about just this is such a celebration of Sony and PlayStation. It's like a victory lap for, I would say, the PS4 era, or just like Sony in general. And I wish other companies would implement something like this. And that'd be another thing, right? It'd be like, oh, so you guys are just aping whatever Sony did. Yeah, but like at this point, we've had PlayStation since goodness, I want to say, like I said, like 95, 96. So, almost like 25 years of PlayStation, or we did hit 25 years PlayStation. And you have that, and it has a history. And some of these Astro things, they're like someone's filming and you see like the one guy dressed up as Dante doing like stylish combos and stuff like that, and someone else you punch a move controller and it shoots into the space and it becomes like fireworks and stuff like that. Like it has such a rich history. I almost wish that Nintendo and Microsoft would do the same, because again, we're literally on the cusp of the 20th anniversary of Xbox. And it's cool. We get a lot of cool items and things like that. And it's also the 20th anniversary of Halo as a franchise, and they're going all out on that. Unfortunately, Halo Infinite does not time with that date. That'll be like 3 weeks later. But if we had some kind of pack in, some kind of like short thing, I don't know, maybe play as maybe Blinks the cat going through Xbox's like like stuff, and I don't care. Just show. It's just so much fun, and it's just a great celebration of the history behind these companies. Now, I don't know what you do for Nintendo. I mean, Super Smash Brothers in itself is like a celebration of Nintendo's history, especially with the trophies and things like that, and like the figures. But I mean, it'd be really cool if you get like, I don't know what would fit right in this. So, like, you don't want like a Mario game, right? A Mario game should be special. Um, so I don't know what character you could use to showcase like the history of Nintendo. Um, quite like Astro did. I would say maybe if you want to go whimsical and cute, maybe Diddy Kong, Kirby. I guess it would be Kirby. I feel like I feel like it would definitely be Kirby, but it would be cool just to kind of have a short form game. Charges too. 20, like I said, $20 to $30, and be like, this is a celebration of the history of Nintendo as a company, and then like I don't know, have Kirby or what's something, and be like running around like not ancient Japan, like super old Japan, like I think 1800s or something like that. And as Nintendo as a playing company, and you get to play like a round of poker or some crap like that, or it's like I don't know. I think it would just be really cool, and it's just special. Like this it shows you what Team Asobi did here is so special, and then now they're expanding as well. Like I believe Japan Studios just shuttered for the most part, and now Team Asobi's kind of being pushed to the moon. Cameron Graves would say from NXT 2.0, or maybe not. Maybe he got fired today too, like everyone else. That's from my other podcast. Shout out to the Apron podcast. We'll have an episode about the WWE releases soon. But yeah, it was special, and I just wanted to wax poetic for a little bit about how special Team Asobi is, Astro is in itself, and then just the pure awesome celebration of PlayStation itself. PlayStation is such a great console. For every little thing stupid that Sony does, Microsoft does something smart and everything. Microsoft does smart, PlayStation does whatever. Like they do something, like Microsoft do something stupid, Sony does something smart. And that might be, again, a topic for another episode. Maybe I'll have a guest as well with my cousin. I haven't had many guests on here, but yeah, I was gonna cut it there. Shout out to Team Asobi, shout out to Sony, shout out to Susan for giving me a PlayStation 5 again. You are wonderful and a lovely friend, and just awesome in general. And I'm not saying that because I got a console. I'm literally saying that because you legit are like one of my best friends, and you're awesome and super talented. You should make a YouTube page because you're funny and you do awesome acting. But yeah, man. I mean that was it. I just want to kind of, as I mentioned, like just wax poetic for a little bit about PlayStation and where we're at and all this stuff, and it's really fun. It's been really fun doing like playing PlayStation 5, and I think I don't want to ape anyone's stuff. But yeah, it's been really nice. Again, I'll have links to my vlog on the bottom. I don't know how to edit these videos now. Anytime, I'll have links to the vlog below, as well. If you're a wrestling fan, check out my. I'm a new host of a wrestling podcast called Apron Work Podcast. Check that out below. Again, my vlog, and I'll have my unboxing of the PlayStation 5 from last year. And that's it, guys. Yeah, thank you again. Please support the channel. Get me to 100 subs. That would be awesome. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.